I welcome everybody to this full moon meditation. I'm going to try to make it sharp, but it's going to be interesting. I already had a vision of it, so let's get started. As we tune in, let's find a comfortable place, comfortable space, where no one is going to bother you. You can lay down on your bed, or you can sit with your back straight up. And let's set an intention for this practice. We set an intention to meet the depth of ourselves and to do the deep work of releasing everything that has to go. Make an internal commitment that all your attention is going to be focused around my voice and within you. The rest doesn't matter, and the rest doesn't exist. No sounds, no sensations, and no external proofs of external noise is going to bother us. Gently close your eyes, make sure your body is comfortable, safe, and relaxed. Let's breathe a little, mindfully and gently. Let's breathe with our stomach and through the nose. Take a deep, slow breath through your nose on a count of 4. And then release gently through the nose. Once more, breathe in. Hold a little and then release. At your own pace, make another 3 deep, slow breaths. And try to gather all of your attention and focus within you, in your heart, or in your mind, or in your body. Wherever you feel invited, stay there. Now gently scan your body. Make sure your body is fully present. Move your attention from your toes all the way up, and make sure that every muscle, every tissue, every joint, every little cell of your body is fully relaxed. Now I invite you to imagine yourself on the ocean shore at a sunset. Beautiful weather, a little windy, warm enough, peaceful. Feel the presence of the wind touching your body. Look at the beautiful sun, warm, big, beautiful. Try to hear the waves. Not too noisy, not too calm. And then as you look around, you notice a little playhouse, like a little wooden house for children, right there at the beach. It looks neat, cute, welcoming. And you slowly start approaching the house with curiosity and internal warmth. As you get closer, you see that it's quite old. It's been there for a minute. It's not brand new. And you welcome yourself in, even though it's kind of small. But you just want to feel, to see what's inside. You get in, and it looks like a little home. It feels safe and reminds you of your childhood. You can see some toys, something looking like a bed, some cozy blankets, some pictures on the wall. And you sit there, you look around. It feels warm. It feels like home, like a hiding place. It creates a feeling of safety, although you feel big in it and it feels small. The roof is very close. And you can move just a little to not touch the walls or anything else. You can't fully stand there, but yes, you can sit. So take a seat, look around, find a little box hidden there under the blanket. It's like a secret box with a bunch of secret letters, notes, papers. Open up and look inside. As you open it up, you can see that inside of that box, on the lid, your name is written on it. It's yours. You see some old pictures of you as a child, of some favorite moments you wanted to keep in your memory and your heart. Your favorite letter stickers or toys or notes from your friends. Your drawings of your family. Your self-expression in those little tiny pieces of memories. And as you look through the things, you find this little empty notebook. You take the pen, and as you look at this notebook, the only thing that it says on the top, at the very first page, is, what are you afraid of? And as you look at it, you take the pen and you start writing everything that you were afraid of back then and possibly now. Everything that stayed with you since then and until now. Feel free to write everything that comes up to your mind. Maybe you were afraid to speak up because you didn't have enough authority. Maybe you were afraid that you're not lovable enough. Write it down. Maybe you were afraid to speak up because you would get punished. Maybe you felt unprotected. Or maybe you were afraid to be alone. Maybe you were told that you're not enough, or that your dreams don't make sense, and you're afraid that nothing is going to work out. Maybe you were afraid to be judged, to be seen, to be considered imperfect, to be laughed at, to be belittled or hurt. Maybe you were afraid to trust. Maybe you were afraid to Make the first steps because you were afraid to fall. Write it all down. Finish up. And realize that all of those fears and memories, all of those mechanisms existed there to protect you, to make sure that you survive and that you make it through. To make sure that you have enough armor and strength to move through life. But at the same time, feel how small that place is for you. This is how limiting and restricting those beliefs are. And this is how much bigger you have gotten without realizing it. Feel the sensation of wanting to take a deep breath and wanting to leave this place because it's too small for you now. Yes, it feels safe, but it feels suffocating, uncomfortable, limiting, dark. It's not enough. You need something bigger. You need to feel freer. You need fresh air. Leave your notes back in the box. Put everything back and get outside. Close the door. And as you stand outside looking at that small, beautiful home of yours, you see a switch that looks like a light switch. It brings your attention to itself. And you turn it on. You walk away. Walk away further and further. Turn around and walk a little farther away, but not too far so that you can still see the house from afar. And when you're far enough, you start feeling a strong, warm wind. It comes from behind. You feel it on your back. It's supportive, but it pushes you forward. As it pushes you forward, you look back at the house. And when you see it, you see that it's on fire. Fire is strong and it's burning everything down. The strong wind makes the fire blow even harder and become bigger and brighter, stronger and taller. You see how the house slowly turns into ashes, and the ashes are flying away with the wind, far away, all the way into the ocean. It looks like birds flying away. Those are just ashes, the leftovers of the past, that no longer hold you hostage to the limiting beliefs you once had, you once thought you deserved, and you once thought you needed to survive. Take a deep breath and feel the freedom of not having to be trapped anymore, of not having to be afraid anymore. Of not having to hold yourself back anymore. The past, the one you remember, doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't have to exist. Watch the ashes fly away, all the way into the sky, into the horizon, into the ocean. Feel the wind that is pushing on your back, on your spine, and creates a feeling of support and is pushing you forward. And that same wind, same support, same need for change and freedom, for belief and trust, just changed your past and your future. Mentally say thank you to all those little fears that made you feel so protected and safe at some point of your life. They did their job, and you don't need them anymore. Say thank you for being there for me, for trying to protect me. I'm safe now. Now imagine or place your hands on your heart and feel this freedom of liberation, the feeling of liberation, freedom, confidence, trust. Everything is going to be fine and even better than you imagine. The best things are coming your way. Just trust and be open to receive. You can say, I'm open to receive. And I'm releasing. I'm letting go of the grip to the past. Wrap up the feeling of confidence and trust into your heart. Seal it with beautiful golden seal. And take a deep breath to come back to where you are. Now slowly move your fingers and toes. Wake your body up. Open your eyes. Find yourself in the space where you've been and feel a different version of yourself that just emerged through the practice. After this, we're done. Now I invite you to grab a pen, a sheet of paper, and write down all of the fears that you just remembered and let go of on that sheet of paper, the way they came up. In the end, write the thanks to them and say that you let go of them, release them, and that you are free from now on. And then burn that paper and let the wind take the ashes away. I thank you for joining me. Namaste.